conversation because my dog's just messing me up. And I said a lot in the last one because I'm on that I don't give a shit energy right now. But Divine's like, yo, keep going, yo. Don't end it just now. So I was like, all right, let me keep. Damn that, yo. Please, please. Anyway, once again, I'm Supreme Rising. I'm gonna give you a short sum up of what I was talking about earlier so I can get back on task. Basically, despite what go on, always keep or always go to the Almighty first, regardless. I do that anyway, like naturally. Like I go to the divine regardless. No matter how I'm feeling. It don't matter how I'm feeling. I'm not telling nobody shit. I go to the divine. You know what I'm saying? Like I go chop that up with the divine on all levels. And what's crazy is the world will try to tell you how they think you should show up. I think I should show up. Get the fuck out of here. Like that should be crazy to me. Like I don't judge nobody. I only look at what you do. And I talk about what you do. But judgment, we supposed to fail. You supposed to be like you supposed to make mistakes. Not premeditated mistakes. My brain going so fast as far as what I want to say. I'm shortening my words and shit. Yeah, as far as premeditated mistakes, you're not supposed to think about it and do something negative. That's not how it is. Or I'm gonna do this, or watch what I do next, or let me see if I do this, what'll happen. People walk around literally thinking like that. They literally try to plan shit and then see how it turns out. They don't even know. As soon as you plan whatever you was planning to do, that's when your shit went left. Because it's gonna play out. You're gonna get what you want. But the first sin was caused by that thought. That's why we're supposed to be mindful of our thoughts. So it don't matter. Like anytime I feel anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know I be rising like every day sometimes. Like I learn some new shit every day. I get a boost of energy every day. I get a, some type of credit every freaking day. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. But me personally, as an empath, a person who see things happening before they happen, I could tap into different energies and all that shit. I be needing to recharge. You know what I'm saying? Like I be needing to like do something different because it hurts. And that's why I don't be thinking a lot of these people be really on that type time. They say they really can see and all that shit, but I don't be believing that shit because I don't know. I never heard nobody talk about it, but me personally, this has been an issue since I was little. Like I'll separate and I'll go hide because when you're around people, you constantly feeling shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Distance ain't got nothing to do with it. I feel motherfuckers all around the damn world, depending if I connected to you or not. And that right there takes a lot out of you. Mentally, you know what I'm saying? Emotionally, it takes a lot out of you. Come on, man. Go ahead, yo. It takes a whole bunch out of you. So I be wanting to get my mind clear and shit, just so I can show up like I'm supposed to show up. And it's hard to. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. And a lot of situations in the world, they want you to suffer like that. They try to drain that energy out. And I wanna speak towards something that a lot of people don't really pick up on. You keep talking about demons stealing energy and all this shit. Listen, make it make sense, yo, because we talking about an existence that's been happening for a long time. And y'all talking about what somebody's planning to do and how they gonna do it. Shit, they ain't been able to do it all these years. What makes you think they gonna do it now? If I'm just saying, divine has been creating beings forever, and if stealing of energy to make something stronger in another way was a real thing, don't you think whatever procurity war that was supposed to take place, adjustment to to be face to face with whatever the banishment is, what that took place already. Like, because people been failing forever. That's not nothing new. It's just that if you're stripped of something, there's no way that you can put it back on. If something like if divine says, I create you and you have an arm, and then divine says, you know what, I don't like that arm on you no more, you don't have that arm no more, it's nothing you can do to put it back on there. It's not going to fit. Your body doesn't, it's not, nobody can mechanically make it come to existence. No, it's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? It's just like saying, I don't know, freaking, I don't know. I'm trying to think of an oxymoron, like a random oxymoron, right? Like fire coming out of regular water. You know what I'm saying? You take a match and strike it on water. That's not gonna happen, right? It just can't happen. The materials are, you know, and that's kind of symbolic, like as far as giving you anything indicative to that notion. And that's the point. Like, so why would I be worried about something somebody says? That's what fear came in at. They had to like procure fear into you. So murder, turmoil, stealing, pillaging, and all that shit put fear in people. So then after that shit, you can tell somebody anything that you're gonna do, and then they gonna believe that shit. But it's never been that. It's never been that. It's not. You can't just change shit. You can infect things, but you can't change shit. You can destroy it, but how it is in its DNA is just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no tower that's ever going to reach the heavens. What does that mean? There's no concept that's going to equal. There's no concept that's going to grow and equal out with divine and stand equal to that notion. There's nothing here on earth that man can do to reach the capability of what Almighty has done. It's never going to happen. Never. That's the same thing as the Tower of Babel. That's why I got knocked down. It was symbolic to telling you that some individuals thought that they can get as high as something, but they were brought back low. So any concept ever thought in that notion is going to express that as a value. So why would I be afraid? If anything, you should just want to know and know that nothing can happen to you. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, it's cool to know. Anything negative around you, remove yourself from it. Period. That's the whole situation. If you're not strong enough to remove negative things around you, you call divine to give you the strength, to ask for the strength. That's how that works. I speak more to divine than I do anything on this earth. Anything. Sometimes I'll go in and I can speak online, but sometimes I'll be in the day and won't say a word to nobody. I'll go whole 18 hours not saying nothing to nobody. I'll go 16. You know what I'm saying? Like if I talk for an hour online, I may say hello or whatever to somebody else, and then for the rest of that day, I'm not talking. Hello probably took me seconds to say. So if you want to accumulate the hours, it's probably like I'm silent for like 22 hours of a day or something. You know what I mean? And when you ain't moving your mouth and your brain is moving more than your mouth is, you strengthen the capability of your mind. You ain't even know that, did you? Nobody never told y'all that? Probably not. You know what I mean? But I watch fuckery happen all day long. I watch people do dumb shit forever. I watch people in their eyes. I see people how they move and they think that they know something. I'm like, you know what I can see? That divine ain't with you. I can see divine ain't with you by the way you think. I could try to explain it to people and shit like that, and it don't work. You know what I'm saying? Like, the sweetest part about being a part of divine is it's just like that innocent baby. That's all you care about impressing. That's all you care about letting down. That's all you care about getting the information from is that source of energy. Because you know it's going to give it to you correct. You got to expect the world to lie to you and give you false retrospective feelings and everything of those notions. All the conspiracy theories and the secrets and everything that people do, that keeps y'all going. It keeps you thinking about these things. It keeps you having some level of camaraderie to it. And I literally watch the wave. I'm like, yo, look at that shit going down like this. You can see like everybody on the same mentality, and it's going like this. And it's vast, yo. It's so vast. It's like a flood. It's like a flood. And then also, too, demons can't inhabit a space where divine inhabits, right? So a lot of the people that took on negative sin a long time ago, They ushered their families into that shit by giving it to their DNA. Like when people do heinous crimes, like, mutilation and just the most immoral acts on earth, those crimes that were committed back in the day, they made those vessels via their DNA for the rest of the demons to come through. That wasn't a trade out of divine energy. That was a sacrifice of lineage. And a lot of people did that a long time ago because of their own position. As one guy was like, every time civilization changes, the Caucasians, we get strong and we just bully everybody and we take over all the countries. Every time, look through history, every time. But they only been here 5,000 years. It's not no every time. But that's what they want you to believe. And I'm like, yo, all those people are not even like that. They're just easily manipulated because of their ancestral sin. And the same with the Moorish the concept. They don't talk about it much, but the Moors is who formulated the value of bringing the other aspect into existence. Now, we're supposed to deal with things in an almighty comprehension, meaning you go through everything, you deal with it, you go through it and see what happens on the other side. Unfortunately, you have two types of mentality that divides up into how we see things, how we perceive things, and what things actually look like. And because of those notions, the world speaks on character, colors, groups, races, places, and things, which also states to the lack of intelligence, regardless of the fact. You only study things that you want something from. You don't put effort on shit that you don't want nothing from. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. There's plenty of things in this earth that have detrimental value, destruction, but because you want it, because you like it, they're going to put laws and rules on it. This world is still stuck at the lowest level of mentality and consciousness as far as how people interact with one another, society norms, and all this other dumb shit. I listen to some of the stories. I like listening to some of the, the little woke shits that everybody be doing, the little stories about this, dragons here and there. I like listening to all that fairy tale type shit because we grew up on that when we was kids. But now it's like, believe anything but what things actually are. And if I could keep you there, then, the job is pretty much accomplished, right? It's just sad to see situations happen based off manipulation instead of people just being right. Like, people be scared to be right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had nobody say, yo, I fucked up. Let me fix this. People don't do that. People just do shit and expect you to forget it. And then you go past what they did and then they think everything will be sweet. I'm not like that. I'll look at shit. I'll see it. I'll look at a magazine. I'll even look at old magazines from back in the day. That don't mean I want anything out of those situations. So, I need a damn update. So, that be the real steez. You know, yeah, it's probably going to fall on deaf ears. It's probably going to fall on deaf ears. And I don't even mind. Divine said plant the seed. Plant the seed. So, the seed is always planted. I don't have to, I don't have to have an audience when you have the presence. I show up in places the way I am. When I go places, you see everybody in a room, and I start noticing they see Divine. I'm like, yo, that shit crazy. Look at that. I go some places, people give me direct attitude, no matter what, just be nasty. Females and men. I mean, for no reason. I be like, I'm paying cash. I'm going to pay for it. I just want to do it. No, this is not how we work it, sir. Be like, yo, these people fucking crazy, yo. The world we in, lost they fucking mind. And I don't be mad at none of that shit. To keep it 100, it's actually entertaining. Because all diagrams show you the full totality of what things are. More than that, I love it. I love it to the fact to where I can see what has a what has a dislike. I love to see that, so then I know where to classify it. I love to see like false attempt. I love to see short goings and shit like that because I know if it's coming at me like that, it's not supposed to be around me. So then I can classify it, right? I can put it where it's supposed to be. The majority of the time, people see that shit and don't know what to do with it. Nah, I see it. I look at it. I diagram it. So like, yeah, it didn't have to do that. It could have did this, but it chose that. You know what I'm saying? People be like, oh, you did this. I ain't do shit. Y'all make you think how you think. You think how you think on your own. And what's crazy is most combinations people believe should go with the circumstance. Like people think nice should go with weakness. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, it's weird. Like that shit weird as fuck. Like yo, yeah, you nice, so you got to be weak too. And then if you be too strong, they be like, wait a minute, wait, that's not what I thought it was. Well, what the fuck are you talking about? Why? Because you wanted to step on it and it made you feel good. If you thought you could do that, fucking retarded, yo. That'd be the world for real. Then when people start judging you, they want to keep you there. I remember when I was homeless, people would come around and they'd give you something, but they would put their nose up in the air at the same time. And when you're homeless, you don't want to turn nothing down because you ain't got shit. But then you start seeing that people come around and do shit for homeless people just so they can look down on them. You know what I'm saying? Like I see people do shit like that. Do you think them people? Do you think what they did was good? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you think that was a good thing? Like they walking around like I could treat you how I want because really you homeless. You ain't nobody. Nobody don't care about you. That's how the world think about homeless people. Nobody don't care about them, so I can treat you how I want. And most of these people claim that they God-abiding citizens. They love the divine. I be like, man, y'all been left the Most High a long time ago. A long time ago. So much confusion in the world. The only confused people is the ones who claim they really attached to something. Never no feet on the ground, right? Never no real unconditional energy. It's always I'm doing this for a reason. Let me put this on camera. Let me prove that I'm this person. Not just doing shit because. Not just doing shit because. No, people look to hurt things. They look to destroy shit and make reasons why they did it. You know the catch 22 to that? That divine said he's the judge, jury, and executioner. You don't get to do that. But there's so many more many combatants, right? Many adversaries running around in the world. Y'all think, after you came out your mom's womb, you was gonna be a conqueror or some shit because the stories they told y'all. You thought you had the power and the audacity to treat people how you want based off your experiences. That's what y'all believe is right about life right now. It's never been that. It's never been that. You just been kind of standing out in a derogatory way. Everything is contrast. So where good people stand out and they shine with a smile, there's negative people that stand out with that face too. You be like, yeah, they mad. They be mad all the time. And then some of those people, they think they can be mad and people are afraid of them because they loud. Until somebody say, sit your stupid ass down. What you gonna do? And they be like, oh, I can't be mad because this person here now. Shit crazy. Some people don't act right just because the right people ain't around. So in some instances, fear is what balance shit out, right? That's for those particular type of people. In some instances, the divine should balance shit out. But how can it do that if you ain't really rocking with the divine like that? You just saying it. You out here trying to play roles that don't equal up to the same value. Yet to never experience love from the divine, so you don't know how to give love. But you all about the divine. That shit I be wondering too. Like, most people be saying that they all about the divine. I'm like, you ain't never felt divine love before? Because you damn sure don't know how to give it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be wondering if divine loves some of these people, because I be like, the way you talk about how you involved with spirituality or anything religious, you don't give love like divine has shown you love. And see, divine is unconditional. So, not for nothing, that's like always a question in the back of my head when I go around certain people. I watch how they act and shit, and I be like, I don't think divine ever loved them. I don't think divine is their creator. I'm serious because I be like, yo, look how you act. That means if you ain't never experienced that level of love, you can't never give it. How you gonna give it? You don't know what it feel like. So I started like just wondering, like, I bet divine ain't love those people because they don't think like that. They never. And if you try to talk to them about it, they don't know what the fuck you talking about. They like, yo, what is that? There's only very few people I can ask if they ever had a divine experience and what it felt like, and they explain it accurately. Very few people, and that's how you can almost tell the children of the Most High, like who divine actually loves. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just my own particular, you know what I'm saying, way of looking at it. Like I'm like, you can see certain things. Everybody got something to say, but everybody not really attached. You know what I'm saying? But you do get. Got it. And I got it. And the flowers aggravating the hell out of me. And I got him. Where it's at, but the ant's gonna get him. Anyway, so yeah, but that's how you know though. That's how you know. You be like, dang yo, they must be not getting no love from the divine. Cause you know what I'm saying. Once people feel something so genuine, you can't take that off. You can't be like, yo, I don't know what love is. Nah, you felt that shit. And if once you get it from the ultimate feeling like that, there's no way you don't want to try to give that same feeling because that's the ultimate. That's why I be questioning. I be like, I wonder if divine ever loved them with that level of unconditional love, or did something just show up for you? You know what I'm saying, to help you get through a situation. Because once you feel divine love for real, there's no way you shouldn't not know what love is, right? Unless you just a hard-headed student, like you one of those students that don't pay attention in class. You was the delinquent in school, like that shit. I be thinking like, yo, they ain't get the lesson because they don't pay attention anyway. That's probably why they ain't learn it. I be trying to figure out why people don't know shit, and I be like, yo, I could pick up on that shit. I be by myself, and I feel some type of way, and that feeling will go away. You know what I'm saying? I might be sitting on a log in the woods, yo. I might be crying about something by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard somebody sing yesterday. The way they sang was so powerful. And I was laying down, I just woke up, and it was singing was so powerful. I just started crying, yo. And I was like, dang, yo. And I just felt it so much. And I was like, wow, all praises. And I just laid there, yo. Like I don't be like the type person like, oh my God, look at me. People don't never know if I'm emotional. I don't really, unless I care for you, I'm not gonna show nobody that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta like care for you, let you see that vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. A lot of people don't get a chance to see that. If anything, nobody don't know. But that's how I filter out my shit. I go through everything. I don't. Yeah, I don't run from nothing. Any emotion, regardless. I don't care what it is. I go through it. You know what I'm saying? I classify it. I look for how it showed up. You know what I'm saying? You can't like people think that they be getting over on me when I do shit or whatever for them, and they think, oh, I can get him to do this or whatever. Like that's what I be in my head. I be like, man, look, well, I gotta do this. Devon be like, just go through it. Just go through it. Give me the praise at the end. You won't have to deal with it no more. And I'll be like, all right. And that's how it always is. If you constantly stay with situation that you know that shit ain't what it's supposed to be, that means you're gonna subject yourself to the failure of that. That's a choice. So basically, I think this message today was for everybody to know when love is not genuine, why sit on it? What are you questioning? No matter the hill you gotta crawl over, get away from it. Unless you want to be hurt, right? And for the most part, people are like, I'm this, I'm a man, I'm this, I'm not worried about none of that. Well, go do that. You could do that for yourself if that's how you feel, but I think that's what was intended. And nobody want to take responsibility for their damn actions. Nobody want to do that. Like everybody want to run from shit. You want to do shit, get away with it, sound cool, and when it's time for you to face some shit, you want to act like it's the end of the fucking world. That's not how that shit work. That ain't how it work. And you do shit, you gotta take the. Don't lie, please don't lie, cause that's how that shit come back and bite you in your ass. That's how it come get you. Everybody always got some messed up when it come to them facing their own reality, and it is what it's gonna be. But I'm here to show you, you don't gotta suffer yourself like that. What the fuck you keep suffering for? You don't have to. Put it down. Hang the phone up. Close the door. Shut the window. Close the shades. Twist the blinds. Whatever you need to do. Turn it off, Teddy P. Turn off the lights. Turn it off. Just saying. Whatever you got to do, turn it off. Oh, it'd be that involvement though, right? I need to get the check. They got this of mine. Are we still connected on this level? Shit, you ain't never been connected to nobody. You came in this world butt naked and bald headed. You gonna leave the same way. So most of the time, in between the meantime, it's because you want something more than what, you know what I'm saying? More than what it means. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just want something more. And that want, right, is not a need. A want turns to an addiction. That's how they fit in the same sentence. Wants turns to addictions. Needs end up being prioritized. It's just something to think about. And I think like that a lot. I'll be like, shit, I know I need a genuine love. I might want certain things, but I can do without my wants, especially if it clashes with what's the best thing for me individually. And that's how I think about things. Like I always weigh it to the most positive side, even when I'm upset. It don't even matter. Like I was saying in the last live that just got messed up or whatever, that I was mad yesterday, or not yesterday, day before yesterday, whatever. And me and Divine, I didn't take it to nobody else. I brought it straight to the Most High. I always do that, no matter how I feel about anything. I live in my truth, yo, in full totality. I don't know what that looked like for nobody else, but I'm not afraid, yo. When you younger, it's kind of embarrassing. It's like you get out here and talk to Divine loud, like you know what I'm saying? You walking around like I wonder if anybody hear me. Like that's when you a kid, you be kind of shy. I don't care. I'll be in a grocery store. Devon, should I get this? I'm serious. Like Devon, should I get this? Like I know it's weird, yo. I know it's weird. I communicate with Devon on everything, especially because I know what that level of love felt like. And not for nothing, if I had a genuine love in my life like that, I probably would conversate with my woman that way. Like I'd be like, babe, you think this is good for us right here? Like I'll probably be like that, because when I'm connected to something that's genuine, I'm not gonna make it feel like it's inferior in no aspect. Like if it's connected to me, it's gotta be important. That's why it's connected to me. So I'm not gonna treat it like it's insignificant. Some people do that. They treat their companionship like they're insignificant. I can't live like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a star, so only stars will shine with stars, right? So I kind of look at it like that in life. So I give respect to what I'm connected to. And sometimes that love don't know how to be reciprocated or accepted. It's like, oh, I don't know what this shit is. This shit is different. I ain't even mad at that. That's why Divine said you have to be mindful of all the basic rules. We are imperfect. So why would I get mad at somebody's shortcoming? I'm more disturbed when premeditation takes place. When people start thinking to do negative. When you think a plan and you plan to do something to get an outcome. Something's wrong with you when you think against people like that. It's borderline sociopathic. And the problem with that is people don't even comprehend what sociopath is. It's when you're emotionally involved with something close, like family or relationships, but then you choose to represent that value opposite of that connection. It's a mental dysfunction right there, because you're supposed to have love and whatever for that individual, but you're talking as if they're not like that, or you're treating them as if they're not like that. That makes you a sociopath. That makes you have a divided comprehension, that you show one and you express one. Something's wrong with your mind. A lot of people don't even look at life like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't tell you I love you and then go down the street and be like, yo, this motherfucker, I hate this motherfucker. That's crazy. Something's wrong with you. So majority of the time, a lot of people in the world are that. They're sociopathic and don't want to look at the fact that, you know what I'm involved in, I really don't want to deal with, because it's something out of that I want to get. No, leave it where it's at if that's how you feel. I bet you 90% of the people on earth will stand next to somebody who's naive and gullible and see them do something naive and gullible and take from them, right? I remember having a friend named Jeremiah. He ended up killing himself years ago. He was depressed a lot. His father died, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He was in the hood, his white kid. But I remember we was at this club, not a club, we went to this house party. And he was in there, he was like on some beans, he was on some yada, he was drunk, he was on everything. So when we got to the club, me and my homeboy, like, it was me, my homeboy, and these chicks, we walk in, Jeremiah laying in the hallway on the floor. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? All his money, he got like racks of money rolled up, laying next to his leg, pound of weed, bottle this, all out. He laying sprawled out. I'm like, somebody gonna rob you, bro. He like, ain't nobody gonna rob me. I'm like, you're next to the front door of a hallway to the street. You're a good access. That's a sweet jux right there. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna rob you tonight, so nobody don't rob you tomorrow. And he was like, okay. That's how fucked up he was. So I took all this shit and I gave it to him the next day. You know what I'm saying? And he woke up, he's like, yo, somebody robbed me. I was like, I did. He's like, for real? I was like, yeah, I got all your shit because you was about to get robbed. That's what real friends do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I consider him a friend of mine. And he didn't trust nobody because he was mentally off a little bit, depressed like a motherfucker. But sometimes it don't take you telling somebody that you their friend. It take you showing them by doing something important for them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did for him. It don't even matter. Like, it's not about what you say. It's how you show up. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't never told nobody that story. Only people who knew that story is the people who was there that day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got so many experiences and testimonies like that. You got to forge yourself through the fire to be good. You can't just walk around talking about you good. You got to do some dope shit and follow that shit up. If he didn't die, I'd still be his friend today. He ain't trust nobody neither. Like, I used to go try to fuck with him and hang with him and shit like that. And he had his disposition to where he was like, he didn't want to hang around nobody. Crazy. His birthday was like right after mine. I think his birthday was like July 1st or whatever, something like that. He was a Cancer, but I ain't never seen a Cancer so broken. You know what I'm saying? He ended up killing himself. And that shit was weird to me. Like, it was almost like me learning a lesson in a sense. Like, what can possibly happen to a person who is so lost in they self? You know what I'm saying? And it was hard to see because he had a little sister and shit, his mom's. His father had just died, so now it was his mom's and his sister. She left New York after that. She left, ain't never come back. Like, I guess they was cursed or some shit. That's what she thought. But you see experiences like this in life and you be like, damn, yo, that could be you with the things you go through in life. I ain't never want to be one of those people that's like, yo, look at me, I'm going through this. Some people will tell you they sick just to say they going through something so you give them pity. Some people will tell you their story just so you'll listen to their story so you give them pity. You know what a real man and woman do? They handle their shit and you'll never know so they can show up in normal. That's why. Only if you matter that you're supposed to know what somebody going through. That's if you really matter to them. Like, and if you know and you don't matter to them, then that means you fucking nosy. You want to know something about somebody's personal life, but you don't want to do nothing about it. That means you nosy. Why everybody know your business if they're not playing a role in helping your life? Think about that. Or you just want to know for what? The fuck you want to know for? What you gonna do? Nothing? So what do you want to know for? What you running your mouth for? Nobody don't ask the right questions because motherfuckers be scared, yo. People be scared to ask real shit. You be scared to address some real shit. But everybody want to get the same love. Everybody want to be treated in a certain way. That's why I don't be telling nobody nothing. I give it to the divine if I tell somebody anything. Ain't nobody showing up to do the right thing. And if you talk about it, everybody start getting no, because I want to do more dumb shit. All right, you can classify yourself that way. Go over there then. Stay over there. Don't come around me. Please don't. Because as soon as you get here, turn your ass right around. Only one shit on my side that wants to be on my side, yo. You gotta force shit to be there? Nah, yo. Forcing nothing. I don't want to force nothing. I don't want to convince nothing. I don't want to ask nothing why it don't love me. I don't want to ask nothing why you hurt me. I don't care. You did that shit. I know why you did it because you don't give a fuck. I don't need to know a real answer. It's enough to know people don't give a damn by their choices and how they move. I don't need to know the reason why you fucked up like that. That's a burden you got to carry. And sometimes that lesson that you get from divine later, it feels real good, especially when you feel like something is hitting you out of the blue and you're like, where this shit coming from? And you know you getting hit with something. You know what you realize at that point? Damn, you've been doing good. You've been doing good, yo. But they still sending negative shit at you. Where this coming from? Where this coming from? Where this feeling coming from? Where all these little, that's crazy. And then you get a chance to say, you know what? That's right. Yo, divine, you see this shit too? All praises. And now we sitting down chopping it up. Divine puts you through that little transmutation of energy real quick. You feel this peace come over you. That rest come on you. Close your eyes, see the universe spinning. Everything transmuting out. All praises. I ain't gotta move. No motion. Just gotta acknowledge it. Notice it. Always give myself to the divine first before anything. If the divine don't want me a part of it, it ain't gonna happen, no matter how hard I try. If it's supposed to be there, I'm not gonna be able to pull away from it. It's gonna be there no matter what. I ain't gonna have to chase it down. I ain't gonna have to look for it. It's gonna be there. Divine is very plain about how things work. Very simple. But yet, when these situations don't meet the value of divine, we start rationalizing that it's a possibility, it's another reason. Oh, it probably this, it's still good, it's probably this. We start giving benefit of the doubt to shit that ain't, that's showing you straight to your face. It ain't like that. You'll give that shit a benefit of the doubt because you've got emotionally attached to it. All praises. Better wake the fuck up. It be that involvement, yo. I said that shit years ago, yo. It's always involvement. When you want to be involved with something, that's how you slip, because you don't really know fully if you don't know fully that they all the way involved with you, then you involving yourself fully with them is gonna hurt you later. It's like giving a leeway. But when you both is involved the same way 100%, man, y'all about to skyrocket. Y'all about to fly and do beautiful things together because y'all both enjoy each other's company. Both is saying yes to whatever comes. You both are in agreement with each other. So the compromise is inlaid in the choice of you even being together. That's how you know what's for you. Fuck. Motherfuckers out here be making, if you want to, it gonna be like, no, the fuck it ain't. Not with real mentality, not with a real mind. Real minds ain't gonna do that shit. I don't give a fuck how fine you is, how much you got, where you been, who you know, what place you flew to. Nobody don't give a shit. If the real motherfuckers, if it's not an equal value, they like, nah, for what? And that equal doesn't mean, it means you showing up 100%. If I show up for you 100%, you show up for me 100%. When we get a chance to have that full totality, it's like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Even if, and the dopest shit I seen, and I don't care, children might not like this. Some people who got families might not like this, but it took the man and the woman to have the child. So the child had disrespected the mother, and the father was like, listen, that's my woman. We made you. You don't get to do that. The mother ain't said shit. She walked in the damn room and let Pops get with both of them. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the point of the message was that the marriage was more important. Even though they gave the kids, they made the kids, it took both of them to do that. So respect will be given. That was a powerful notion. Little do people know, majority of the time when you leave kids to their own mentality, their own devices, they gonna fuck some shit up or peer pressure other children's lack thereof of what they comprehend. So sometimes too much is damaging. Spoiling could be damaging sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You got to just understand how to have balance. Divine told us that about moderation, having moderation in life. So therefore you get the best out of both values. But if you ain't even moving that way, then how is love going to formulate? Somebody thinking selfish. Whether you thinking you not good enough so you have to manipulate a way to make it stick, or you thinking you too damn good and you going to manipulate something to chase you down. Like regardless of the shit, all that shit dumb. When you could just be honest. See, vulnerability happens in genuine packages. You may sit there thinking that you don't have something, you lack something, and that vulnerability is just enough to connect with what you need to connect with. But you're over there putting, walls up based off what you think. And in the opposite direction, the person think they got so much. Only thing they got to do is do this, piss you off, and you going to come running back. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you mad. I'll act better now. The fuck out of here. People will make you feel bad as shit to make you think that what you're doing is affecting them so they can feel, you can feel inferior to them. Man, fuck that shit. Kick rocks till your big toe bleed. Manipulation happens on all types of terms, yo. And when it don't change, you got to notice the patterns. You got to say, yeah, that's what's going on. I see that. I can't help but to comprehend, yo. I'll be like, damn, yo, only thing you had to do was this. It ain't that serious. You could have made that shit better like this. You could have just did this. Like, I see it, because I would. And then I'd be like, I know everybody ain't going to show up like me, but it's not about showing up like me. See, the difference in a character and an action, if we had field day, right, and we about to race, when they blow that whistle, you run. You don't say, they blow the whistle, and you say, hold on, I need to get this dirt out my nails real quick. Hold on, I got to tie my shoe. You should have tied your shoe before you got to that line, right? So is that character? Exactly. It has nothing to do with it. So if you're supposed to show up, that's like the line. That's like the line of race. You don't be at the line when it's time to do shit, and then when it's time to do it, you just take your sweet fucking time. It don't work like that, and that's not character. It's control. You can't control the whistle. That motherfucker blew the whistle already. You were supposed to take off. If it's life and death, you're supposed to take off, right? So people start saying or showing up how they think they supposed to show up in life. That's not love, yo. That's control. And if that's how you think shit gonna work, you're gonna lose, yo. You're gonna lose, and then you're gonna be sad later. You're gonna be like, damn, I should have showed up. Damn, I should have said this. I should have played this role. I should have at least apologized. I should have extended. I shoulda, woulda, coulda's always is existing in life. That shit ain't gonna never go nowhere. You know why? Because everybody in life imperfect. Everybody in life got imperfection. It don't even matter. That's life. Everybody got imperfection. That don't mean you gotta stay there though. You learn from your own mistakes. You learn from your own mistakes. Some people feel so inferior, they think that's the only weapon they got. Oh, this ain't gonna happen for me because I got this. Or this ain't good because this. So So I gotta do this. That's not true. You're not a freaking animal. You don't have to change to a leaf. It's not the same thing. You just gotta be honest. But when people want shit, sometimes that want turns to an addiction. And you start wanting it more, you figure out any way to do what you gotta do to get it, even if it's destroying what you gotta get to get it. That's not life, yo. And that's for everything: the government, relationships, friendships, family, jobs. Yeah, you had jobs do the same shit. Oh, he like this person. We don't want to give him nothing. We want them to work hard, but don't pay them nothing. Ain't that slavery? Oh, we don't want them to grow too big, so we going to do this. Ain't that the government? Oh, we don't want you to make a decision for yourself. Ain't that a relationship? It's no difference. We ain't going to tell everybody everything because we don't want y'all to react. Ain't that non-disclosure? Can't make this shit up. It's what it is. I just think fast enough to see everything, the whole picture. Whether or not I'm listened to or heard, I'm doing what I'm told to do. And all praises to the Most High. That's the whole point. Right? So, yeah, I got some things coming, though. Still working on some shit. Gonna have to stay tuned. I was taking a little bit of time off for my birthday week or whatever, and still ain't did shit on my birthday. But I figured the rest will be good enough. And I got some things that I'm working on quietly. I'm being patient so they come into fruition correctly. Soon come. And yeah, yo, I know, man. Don't even matter, yo. You gotta keep divine first. You gotta keep it first. Every single energy that's incomplete, that feels close to it, they all short lived. And I already walked those paths. I already was thinking this is right, that's right, or whatever. But divine be guiding you through all these things just so you get an understanding, and then you know why. So you'll go through something thinking that is right, and then divine will show you where it's wrong. That's where you become humble enough to say, you know what, I was wrong about that, but this is what I learned from it, and it brought me to salvation. That's a testimony. You know what I'm saying? So once you understand that in your life, you'll stop holding on to fake things. You'll travel through all these little pieces of knowledges that you get, and you'll find yourself in an absolute notion. Once you get to that absolute way of thinking, you'll know why divine brought you through all those other things. There's no different for everybody. You gotta like strengthen those spiritual muscles. Have to be strengthened so you know how to react at the right time. You know what I'm saying? Because just like divine shows up for you in divine timing, you're gonna learn divine timing by the way you're supposed to move. It's a fact. You're gonna learn it. You're gonna stop thinking individually selfish. You're gonna think more into the value of, you know what, this works better. I stated the fact a while ago. I think it was in the last joint, and I was talking about before I got messed up. I was talking about it's not too many people who will show up when you see somebody vulnerable or naive, and they don't take advantage of them. I've done that shit. I've done that shit. Like that love is just what it is, yo. It's love for everything. And love is adjustable. I can give unconditional love to somebody I don't know by being something that they need at that moment if it's needed. If somebody hurting, if somebody's damaged on the street, you can give them unconditional love by making sure they get to salvation. You don't gotta know them to do that. It's levels of showing unconditional love. Your partner is close to you, so loving them unconditional is based off the fact that the little inadmissible things they do that's not immoral, you can forgive them. You can forgive them. But if you did something immoral, how you gonna expect that? We gotta stand on our choices, and we gotta be man and woman enough to say, you know what, I did that, I fucked up, and I'm willing to take whatever comes with that if you still trying to hold on to that. And if you not, be strong enough, man or woman, to stand on what you did and walk away humble. We don't have enough people taking accountability in life. And one of the first and oldest languages, Swahili, which is, an original language It didn't have terms of endearment of maybe, I don't know, shortcomings and all that shit. It was real direct. They didn't even have the lettering form for it. It didn't exist. So we out here living all half-ass in the gray area like that shit means something. And then you out here fighting and arguing, trying to make that shit sound loud. That was the most disgusting thing I saw with Tigger and his wife. And she on the ground acting like a damn child. And the girl in the background yelling at Tigger like, oh, this man is doing something very terrible because her voice can sound symbolic to what danger really sounds like. And if I record it, everybody's going to be on my... That shit is stupid. Shit is dumb, yo. False power in false places. And people really live like this. I'm going to make a scene at the right time so I can have everybody see me as I'm correct. No, you're fucking crazy. That shit looked crazy. I gotta move slow and say, yo, I just want my phone just so y'all don't look at me like I'm crazy. Where the world is somewhere else right now, yo. If that's how we're handling situations. And that be the, and it ain't like I ain't never seen that shit before. I seen that before. I dated somebody who was like that before, throw they self on the ground, start pulling their fucking hair, bam their head into the fucking wall and shit. Be like, yo, this motherfucker crazy. You got to get away before they call the police. People do shit like that just to fuck up your life. See, that's control, yo. Everything with a nice face ain't good, yo. Everything that says it has a good heart doesn't have a good heart. Just because it said it, it can say whatever it wants. If it don't show it, what's the point? It is what it's going to be, man. The raw truth is the raw truth at the end of the day. You're going to live in delusion or you're going to do shit right. Either way, you can live how you want. But you know what's going to happen? The world will keep spinning and the situation of naturality still going to be the same way. Divine law going to still be the same way. And the only thing that's going to change is the way people think based off how they get their ass whipped by natural law. It ain't never changed. It's been like that forever. People acting like heat waves is new. We was having them shits when I was in the fifth grade, sixth grade. People was passing out in school then. Strokes, heat strokes and shit like that. Don't never come back to school. There ain't nothing new. The sun been cooking people. Been doing it. We been running outside sweating like a motherfucker, smelling like hot dogs and salt and pennies and shit. Yeah, that ain't nothing new. We were kids. Oh my God, the world has changed. The world ain't changed. The world been cooking people, man. You don't know where you come from. You don't know where you going. Everybody swear they smart. Nobody don't pay attention to nothing. Everybody use old propaganda to act like they had a new story. Ain't nothing but hate trying to control the value of what's truly existing to this world so they can eradicate, which they never do. That fight has been going on since the beginning of time. We're going to destroy everything divine created. It's been going on since the beginning of time, and it's nothing new. Karma, yo. Intention takes place. It doesn't go all the way. The karma has to take place. It balances out the individual who does this. You live in a place of night and day. Boo-boo the damn fools. Nobody ain't waking up to this shit yet. Everybody keep acting like it's a fucking conspiracy. I'm telling you what it is, yo. You live in day and night. What does that mean? It's two different polarities. One's going to be this way and the other side going to be that way. It's going to always flip. So if you don't get it done within that time, yeah, you're going to get caught. But you get it done, it's still the karma going to come back to full value. Now, if you don't finish it, that's how you almost saved yourself. That's how life works. You was thinking about it, right? You was about to do something fucked up and you stopped. You thought about it. You said, where that negative thought came from, Divine? I don't need to be thinking like that. Now, I know I did some shit back in the day, but Divine, get that shit up off me. How many of you do that? Probably not too many. Most of you act those thoughts out. You act them out. And you say, as long as I don't say nothing, that shit don't matter. It don't matter. Long as I can say, long as I don't say nothing, shit don't matter. Divine know everything. Divine see everything. Every thought, every intention. Knows your heart through and through. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Naga don't know what he talking about. Don't listen to him. Supreme Rise.